2022 has been a fantastic year for Hecho. Although there is still a lot to be done ahead of us, we are grateful and proud of what we have accomplished in 2022, protecting public lands for future generations, amplifying Hispanic voices in conservation, and advancing environmental justice. Throughout the year, we have seen critical steps taken and wins on the environmental front, including the passage of the historic Inflation Reduction Act, the largest investment in history to tackle climate change, the proposal of the Environmental Protection Agency to reduce methane emissions from the oil and gas facilities, the designation of Camp Hale Continental Divide as a national monument through the Antiquities Act, and the pledge from President Biden to protect Avícuame, or Spirit Mountain. One of the highlights of 2022 was, without a doubt, Hecho's Hispanic Conservation Leadership Council advocacy trip. It was the first of its kind when our HCLC came to Washington, D.C. to advocate solutions for critical issues affecting their communities.
This is an opportunity for us to be able to let our elected officials know that we are for real.
The Hermit's Peak Fire Assistance Act was at the top of our advocacy list during these meetings. And when we were still in D.C., we were so happy and proud that $2.5 billion were approved and allocated for monetary compensation to New Mexicans who were impacted by the state's largest wildfire in history.
The Hispanic Conservation Leadership Council, HCLC, impacted advocacy during that trip to D.C. and throughout the year with virtual meetings and roundtables discussing issues critical for the Southwest.
As we're experiencing acidification and mega drought.
The HCLC is the first of its kind network of Hispanic and Hispanic serving, elected, appointed, and community leaders. We have more than 50 members in Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, and Colorado.
So it's providing and amplifying the voice of Latino communities as we look to preserve our public lands.
Our impact on conservation decision-making policies keeps on growing, and so does our team, actively engaging with our communities. This year, Hecho participated in important events.
Hi, I'm here representing Hecho at the White House, and today we're celebrating the Inflation Reduction Act.
Even though we are the ones, feeling climate change impacts today.
Hecho received a proclamation from both the Arizona Senate and House honoring the efforts of Hispanics in land and water conservation.
Provide a platform for Hispanic voices to be heard with respect to the protection of public lands.
We're proud of our short film, Nuestra Agua, Nuestro Futuro, featuring interviews with Hispanic and Indigenous people who have lived and worked in this watershed for many generations, highlighting their stories and knowledge. The screenings of this short film brought together Hispanic local elected officials and community leaders to discuss issues related to water and watershed health. Hecho's advocacy efforts and message have been featured in the news.
Es sumamente importante que nosotros estemos al tanto de la crisis climática.
Es clave que las personas se unan los documentos de su propiedad.
Our team got together and traveled across the country to advocate, work on efforts to advance public lands policies, learn more about the issues affecting the Southwest, and witness firsthand the impact of climate change on our environment.
We've accomplished a lot this year, but this is just the beginning. We will continue to work tirelessly in 2023 to protect our public lands, engage more Hispanics in conservation, and connect our culturally rich communities to the outdoors.